সো নমস্কাৰ মোৰ প্ৰিয় বন্ধু বান্ধৱীসকল, এতিয়া তোমালোকে দেখা পাইছা আজিৰ ছেকেণ্ড ভিডিঅ'টো, যিটো নেকি তোমালোকৰ 2 মাৰ্কছৰ কুৱেশ্যনৰ। এইটো প্ৰথম কুৱেশ্যন লৈ আহিছোঁ। এইটো হৈছে তোমালোকৰ চাই লোৱা। কুৱেশ্যনটো মই পঢ়ি শুনাই গৈছোঁ। 2014ত আহিছে, হোৱাট ইজ দ্য চাহেব লুকিং ফৰ দ্য গাৰ্বেজ ডাম্প, ৱেয়াৰ ইজ হি এণ্ড ৱেয়াৰ হেজ হি কাম ফ্ৰম? ইন গাৰ্বেজ ডাম্প, চাহেব লুকস ফৰ useful items that can be sold for cash. These items can be sold for cash. They are just like gold for him. Sometimes he finds a rupee, even a 10 rupee note in luck favors. ইয়াৰ পিছত আছে তোমালোকৰ চাহেব and his family lives in Simapuri, Salom on the periphery of Delhi. Saheb and his family had migrated Bangladesh. ইয়াৰ পিছৰ কুৱেশ্যনটো বন্ধুসকল চোৱা। হোৱাট এক্সপ্লেনেশ্যন ডাজ দ্য authors offer from the children not wearing footwear? উত্তৰটো হ'ব some of the children simply do not care to take the trouble of taking their slippers down from the shelf to wear them. Another explanation she received is that not wearing footwear is a tradition. However, she feels that it is simply an excuse to hide a perpetual state of poverty, as many families cannot afford to buy footwear for their children. Third question, is Saheb happy wearing at the tea stall? Working at the tea stall. Saheb got a job at a tea stall where he was paid 800 and all his meals, but Saheb seems unhappy because he has lost his freedom. The steel consistent seems heavier than the plastic bag. The bag was his, but the consister belongs the owner. Saheb is no longer his one master. Here পিছত question number 4, what did garbage mean in the children of Simapuri and their parents? 2013 আহিছে, garbage means gold to the poor rag pickers because some of it can be sold for cash, those becoming a means of survival for the children of Simapuri and their parents. It is providing them their daily bread and a roof over their heads. ইয়াৰ পিছত কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 5 হৈছে, হু ৱাজ চাহেব, হোৱাট ৱাজ হিজ ফুল নেম, হোৱাট ৱাজ দ্য আইৰনি এবাউট হিজ নেম, অথবা এনেকুৱা আহিব পাৰে, হোৱাট ইজ দ্য একচুৱেল নেম অফ চাহেব, হোৱাট ডাজ ইট ছিগনিফাই? Saheb is a poor rag picker who lives in Simapuri. His full name is Sahebi Alam, which means Lord of Universe. In the irony lines is the meaning of his name itself. According to his name, he should be a king and enjoy all of the luxuries of life, but unfortunately he is a barefoot rag picker who lacks even the basic necessities. Question number 6, what makes the city of Firozabad famous? Firozabad is famous for its bangle making industry. Beautiful bangles can be seen all over. Every second family is engaged in the business of bangle making. It is the center of India glass blowing industry, where the families have spent a generation working around furnaces. ইয়াৰ পিছৰ কুৱেশ্যনটো আছে 7 নম্বৰ কুৱেশ্যন, হোৱাট ডু দ্য young inhabitants of Firozabad ends up losing their eyelids? The young boys and girls of Firozabad works in their fathers and mothers. They have a flickering and a lamp in front of them. They would pieces of glass in Bengals. Their eyes get more use to dark than to the light outside. Light outside. Many of them lose their eyes light before they become an adult. Question number 8 will say, what is the significance of the Bengals in India society? ইয়াৰ পিছত উত্তৰটো হ'ব তোমালোকৰ দ্য ইণ্ডিয়ান ছ'চাইটি বেংগলছ symbolize suhag for a marriage woman in Indian bride invariably wears red bangles in their in wrist. Here is the question number 9. বন্ধুসকল চোৱা, what are the two different words in Firozabad? The author noticed the two different words. One of the families caught in a web of poverty, bundered by the stigma of caste in which they are born of other vicious circle of the shahukars, the middlemen, the policemen, and the keepers of the law, the bureaucrats and the politician. Bureaucrats and politician. Question number 10. Soil was, what was the promise made by Anis Jang to Saheb? The author made a promise to open a school. The writer was embarrassed because he has not opened the school yet, and Saheb keeps of asking her, is your school ready? She feels embarrassed. She made a promise that was not meant. ইয়াৰ পিছত question number 11, what was the incident that Gandhi to raise his voice of protest promotes against the British? Gandhi had gone attend the December 1916 unusual convention of the National Congress Party, Lucknow. There a poor peasant Rajkumar Shukla approached him. He wanted to Gandhi to visit the district to help the poor sharecropper. His request, Gandhi went there and fight against the injustice done in the sharecroppers by the British landlord and forced out away from honorable settlement. This is episode of Champaran promotes Gandhi to raise his voice of protest against the British, and Gandhi was very clear that the Britishers must quit India soon. Why was Gandhi decide to go the Muzaffarpur first before going Champaran? Gandhi decided to go the Muzaffarpur first before going to Champaran because he wanted to obtain more complete information about the condition of the sharecropper of Champaran. He did not want to act blindly. It did prove helpful as the lawyers in the Muzaffarpur who frequently represented the present groups in the court brief Gandhiji about the cases. Question number 13. Why do you think Gandhi considered the Champaran episode to be a turning point in his life? Gandhi considered the Champaran episode is to be a turning point of his life because it was the first successful civil disobedience movement for him. Through it began as an ordinary attempt to free and poor peasant from the injustice and exploitation in was important because it whipped out the moral fear of the Britishers from the hearts of the simple farmers. Question number 14. What did Gandhi agree to a settlement of 25% refund to the farmers? When the landlords agreed to pay refund of 25%, they wanted to create a deadlock which would prolong the dispute to every days. Surprise Gandhi accepted the according to him the amount of refund was less important than the fact that the landlords had been obliged to surrender part of their money and with it part of their prestige. Question number 15. How was the solution of the problem of indigo sharecropper of Champaran found? Gandhiji with the lawyers of Muzaffarpur conducted an inquiry into the grievances of the farmer. The investigation, documentation and evidence collected favored the peasants. Hence Gandhiji asked for only 50% of the money as compensation, as opposite to the landlords, thinking that he might demand the whole amount they had extorted. However, an agreement was reached at 25% of the money to be comprehended to the peasants. Question number 16. What does Sophie went to do after she passes out of school? Sophie had a bundle of big dreams. She wants to have a amazing boutique the city has even seen. Besides, she desire to become an actress or fashion designer. She can run boutique as a side business. ইয়ার পিছত question number 17. What job is Geoff engaged in? Does he entertain world dreams like his sister? Geoff was engaged as an apprentice mechanic. He has to travel to his work place each day to the far side of the city. He is not a daydreamer like his sister. Perhaps he knows his and his family's limitation better than her. Question number 18. What theme does the story going place explore? The story going place explore the theme of adolescent fantasizing and hero worshipping. Sophie, a young girl, fantasizes her meeting with the Denny. ইয়ার পিছত easily and became the responsible for her own sadness and disappointment. Question number 19. What is the incongruous